Hi, this is Miss Pellegrin, and today we are looking at some homework help. We're looking at ratios and proportions. Good idea to get out two things. One would be your quick glance mini book, your 7th grade one, and then a calculator. I will be using a calculator, but unfortunately you will not be able to see the calculator that I'm using. So ratios and proportions. Okay, so solve for x, so that is a proportion, and so I am looking at, let's see, proportions. There we go. Second to last page-ish. So we're going to cross multiply. So we get 5x is equal to 42 times 2 gives me 84. And I divide both sides by 5. And x is equal to 16.8. So I just divided 84 divided by 5 in my calculator. The next one asked me to simplify. So it's just a division problem. We're just going to rewrite it as 10 over 27 being divided by 5 over 9. Okay, so I can flip back to where I'm dividing fraction operations, page 2. Okay, and it says we're going to do keep, change, flip times 9 over 5 gives me 90 over 135. So 10 times 9 is 90, 27 times 5 is 135. Okay, a number that I know will go into both is 5. It does say I have to simplify. Okay, so 90 divided by 5, 90 divided by 5 gives me 18. And 135 divided by 5 gives me 27. Okay. What can go into both of those? Well, 3 can. However, also 9 can. So 9 will go into both of those. That will give me a little less steps. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. And 27 divided by 9 is 3. So my answer is 2/3. If I did 90 divided by 135 in my calculator when I first started, would have gotten 0.6, 6 repeating on forever. It's not a very precise answer, so we do want to know that we can do both forms, decimal or fraction. Okay, number 3 is the relationship proportional or non-proportional. So when I'm looking at my proportions, my book, oh, we took that in our other notes, our other homework notes. So when we're dividing, we do, this is x, whoops, change over. So this is our x and this is our y. And so we always do y divided by x. So 40 divided by 5 is 8. 80 divided by 10 is 8. 120. So 120 divided by 15 is 8. And 160 divided by 20 is also 8. Okay, so is it proportional? Yes. Does the graph show a proportional relationship? No, it does not. It does not go through the origin. It's always good to know why it is or is not. Okay, which is the better, which is the better deal? Okay. Which is the better deal? So the 18 ounce for $6.60 or the 12 ounce for $4.75. So we always do money over ounces. So we want to know how much it is for 1 ounce. So 60 divided by $6.60 divided by 18 gives me, I'm just going to divide that in my calculator. Let's see, $6.60 divided by 18 gives me 0.36, and it's repeating on forever. I'm going to do 2. The 6 is repeating on forever. And then the other one was $4.75, and it was for 12 ounces. So $4.75 divided by 12 equals 0.395. It is money, so we are only rounding to the hundredths place. Okay, so we only really need to go to the hundredths place, but it's money, so we need to consider that would round up. So this one would be 37 cents, and this one would be 40 cents. So which one is the better deal? The 18 ounce. Okay, so your homework was to do integers as well tonight. So we're skipping 2 for now. We'll go back to that tomorrow. So integers, -18 and +10. So if I'm looking at my rules, I know that if they have different signs, there we go, first page, integer rules. If they have different signs, then I am subtracting them, and they do. And so 18 minus 10 is 8, and keep the sign of the greater absolute value, so I'm keeping the negative sign. Okay, number 2. I want to make this a better looking problem here, first of all, and not have 2 signs there. So -17, double negative is a positive, and then 25. So again, same different signs. So therefore, I am subtracting 25 minus 17. So 25 minus 17 gives me 8 again, and this time it's going to be a positive. We're keeping the sign again of the greater absolute value, which is the positive 25. I have more positive than I do negative. Okay, so number 3 is a division problem. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so -125 divided by 5, we know our answer is going to be a negative, because a negative divided by a positive is a negative. And then 125 divided by 5 is 25. And then the next one, again, is going to be a negative, and then 2 times 16 is a negative 32. And finally, number 5. Okay, on number 5, I have a -22 plus 14 in the top. And actually, I need to solve that first. So a -22 and a positive 14 means I'm subtracting, and I get 8 again. And it's going to be a -8. Keep the sign of the greater absolute value. Over 2 times a -10 is a -20. Negative divided by a positive is a positive. And we could simplify that. Say 2 will go into both of those numbers. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 20 divided by 2 is 10. I could simplify that more. 2 will still go into both of those numbers. And so that gives me 2/5, and it was a positive. So 2/5. That's my answer. If you divided, if you did 2 divided by 5, or if you did 8 divided by 20 early on, you would have gotten 0.4. We need to make sure that we can do it either way, no matter how we're asked. Okay, that is it for homework help. I hope this helped you.